Thorough left. Weaken right jaw.
That elbow coming in is very weak. You can't elbow like this. Your elbow have to be locked. Body in line, whole body turn, lock. So that way you can control it more. Whole body movement. My name is Master Wong. I've been training on Wing Chun training for about 35 years. And I trained in beginning in UK and then I trained in China as well. Today I want to look at some Wing Chun movie and clip and see how real they are. That's a good move. That definitely knocks somebody out. Now, onto the Wing Chun side, you punch like this, vertical punch like this. So you can punch like this, or you can punch straight like this. But that one there, you see him using more traditional Kung Fu. So stand up and turn at that punch, create a lot of power. Wing Chun is specifically using a lot of fast hand. It's a very close quarter combat use. This movement here is a very unique of the Ba Hua. Wing Chun using that as well, upper elbow. But this one here, you see the full body weight come in, attacking the solar plex. This one is perfect to be used. You see a lot of this movement in real life. Elbow using for close quarter. Because a lot of time elbow is very heavy structure. The most strongest structure in the body is elbow, head, knee. This is the heavy movement there that you got to be able to defend things. A lot of time when you're doing Wing Chun, you do fight 3 or 4 people, move hand here, fast hand here, like Bruce Lee when you see them. Is it Wing Chun? It's an element of it. The element, you are moving element of it. But for me to use it, instead of hitting, like backhand on the face, we're using the jab to the throat. Because in real life, that will do a lot of more damage. If you're using Wing Chun on this movement here, he won't jumping around a lot. So everything is wider. You know when it's traditional, body wider, movement wider. So it's more for power use. Wing Chun more closer. Like you see that don't move very much, just stay in the area. So on the bus here, in the Wing Chun side, that's what Wing Chun designed for. It's designed for close quarter combat. So mixture, little bit of Wing Chun, a lot of them is traditional martial art. For realism, I think I give them 5. Because you can't use them like that, the way he's using on here for the real life. Donnie Yen playing this character of Yip Man. Yip Man is a real person, teaching Bruce Lee as master. If a 10 karate guy up 1 Wing Chun guy, I think 10 karate person eat the Wing Chun person alive. Chew them up and spit them out. Karate people train very different. Karate is using a long distance, kicking, punching, long range. Wing Chun use close range. When you get inside the range of the karate person cannot use a weapon. It's been limited down. But if they're in the range, the karate person can using a long range, like leg kicking, to able to defeat that. In Wing Chun side, you don't really do a lot of high kick up above the waist. But in this scenario, he used quite a few high kick. You use it if your leg is good enough. Not all the time you need to kick below the waist. But in combat like this, it's good to kick below the waist instead of up. As you can see, some of the movement that he done there, grab, control, then kick. That's what they do. They try to break the person's arm and kick the limb. That's what Wing Chun is, and break them down. Why they come down? He controls them a little bit more closer where he is to attack, because he don't want the enemy to everywhere. You sit there and watching him and say, why are them people standing there waiting for their turn? If I'm in real life, my friend getting beat up, I will stand there, hold on, is it my turn yet? No, I won't give him a chance to elbow my friend to the back. But this is a movie. Classic Wing Chun. Grab them, control them, move them, shield them. Soon as you shield them, somebody come along, you move them other side, you move them where you want them, and then you can deal with more than one person. That kind of 1,000 while he's slow motion falling down for you to keep bombard them, it's good for movie. Reality term, no. Chasing after him, you might fall over at the same time. While he's doing this kind of movement, your body not grounded enough because you're off balance. You're not standing up. You're moving forward. All he need to do, the karate guy, kick up his butt and he fall over. It have to be grounded and controlled, because when you're high, they're low. When they're low, they got more strength. Now, sometimes you ask yourself, while you're down there and to 1,000 punch somebody's face, is it overdo it? Yes, it's overdo it. I think the biggest myth movie show about Wing Chun on the fighting side, they portray that Wing Chun need to do 1,000 different moves before somebody get hurt. In real life, should be one hit, one kill. For the movie side, it's good. In real life, it's not that great. So I just say round about 7 out of 10. classic Wing Chun movement on there. It's like ready to fight, you know. In Wing Chun side, you need to understand that the yin and the yang, hot and soft. You need to be able to blend them. When your opponent soft, you need to be hot because then you're able to defend them. So the attack coming in hot, you need to be soft to deflect them. That's a very classic Wing Chun movement as well. So you got choice when you're working this kind of movement there. If they fend, you control them. If they foul, you just squeeze. Broken. Wound pipe. Finish. If you're in a fight and somebody suddenly grab you, the best thing to do is chop your chin like this. Because you deflect and then step back. That will be attacking the joint. Then it loose. Then from there, using your body, you could rip the hand and then you continue your attack.
Who's got the upper hand now?
See he done there? Oh, he done there. Because your arm like this, where you squeeze in, you don't able to got any energy. And then because you don't energy, you can't break out. But he just sweep off. Because he's the god, he can't able to perform like that. How you get out of this movement there? So in the Wing Chun style, you see a lot of movement like this. The flick your muscle, flick your wing, so he can't grab hold of you. If I flick like this, my hand will become inside, and I will grab hold of his hand. I will give him few elbow to the face, few elbow to his body, and I will give them the kick to get rid of him. So on this one here, I like the cartoon. It's interesting. In reality, tell me, some of the movement you can use, and some of you can't use. I will give this movie here about 4.
First, distract target. Then block his blind jab.
I like this kind of movie because all the time martial arts is the same. Using your mind to thought first before you're doing it, because mind tells your body what to do.
Counter with cross to left cheek.
Attacking to the temple is a very good classic Wing Chun straight punch there. I like that. But attacking temple is a little bit harder to able to hit because it's small. If you move like this, it miss. Really attacking right along here is a lot more better.
Discombobulate.
Attacking into the ear hole, classic. So that's why he do this way. Boom. So he can't hear anything anymore. For me to using this movement, instead of attacking like this, I will boom, straight drop to the neck, cutting the blood supply to your brain. You're out, finish.
Wild haymaker. Employ elbow block.
The way he doing, it look in there weaker because you don't see the whole body movement, but you're using your body, the whole body deflect. That's called a tan sao. You're moving to using that to diverse with the hand. While you're diversing the movement when the hand out of the way, your body structure diversing the force. So the heavy coming in, you don't need to very much. You go like this, that force will go this way.
And body shot.
Move like this, straight up, classic boxing movement. Wing Chun using that? Yes, but you don't move the way they move, like more like classic boxing. The Wing Chun more like tilt on the side a bit more and come up using Chum Kiu. That's where the second level of the Wing Chun is Chum Kiu, using a lot of punching. They use attack a lot of organ, rib cage here, throat area. So that's a very classic movement.
Throw left.
The movement there, the hand coming in, a little bit weak. If you up like this, if it drop, that will land your rib cage. Yes, that might land your elbow, but you got to make sure the wing block. The block on the hand, you need to chop the hand right down to able to cover your length of the rib cage. Otherwise, solid home going to get broken rib cage.
Weaken right jaw.
That elbow coming in is very weak. You can't elbow like this to get any power. Doesn't matter how good you are. Your elbow have to be locked. Body in line, whole body turn, lock. So that way you can control it more. Whole body movement.
Heel kick to diaphragm.
This part here, heel kick coming in, classic Wing Chun, they're using the heel because the idea is long, solid, like the punch, solid, like the elbow, solid. For me to using this kind of movement in this situation, I won't want to use in the heel kick. You have to be able to move right in to reach, to get the heel kick because your whole leg go be straight like this to be able to kick like that. It's hard to use. Reality team is the point kick coming in. Directly, your toe pointed into the diaphragm onto the solar plex. That would do the same damage, even worse. For Robert Downey Jr., he's been training on the Wing Chun for a while. Is it able to execute the movement well? Now, if I say not good, that's not going to be nice. And if I say good, that I lie to myself. I say average. Out of 10, I think I'll give this about 4. Now, this is a very, very classic Wing Chun. Simo Xiao Yao compared to Hollywood stuff, they're very different. You don't see she move a lot. So the classic Wing Chun is you don't move around a lot. You're using your hand to defending your vision of a 300 degree. So this sort of thing here as a fun thing me, as he moving, I don't want to mess up the bean curve. And why is it talking about bean curve? Bean curve is very soft. That show how elegant the Wing Chun is, because designed by the woman. That's why she called Wing Chun, Yip Wing Chun. She developed this system out for her to use. Doesn't matter how strong you are, she can using her relaxed and movement to defeating the big and strong opponent. This is very classic there. Elbow. And all this movement here is go into wooden dummy. When you're watching the wooden dummy, you're using a lot of this hand here, elbow coming in, arm, turn. All this elbow stuff is all attack. So the body attack, elbow, elbow, elbow attacking, elbow defending, all this. Michelle Yeoh is very good at demonstrating the movement. I will give this one 8 out of 10. This movement here, you can see it very classic. Now, this is 6.5 point pole training for the Wing Chun, one of the 2 weapons that Wing Chun use. This is what the Wing Chun people use. Instead of training on weight a lot, they're using that to train. They hold like that because they're using it for spear, move, like whipping, twisting, attacking, flicking. They're only 6.5 movement on this. And they mix them up together with the hand form and the footwork. So they bring the power onto the pose. Is it really necessary 2 persons using the same thing? Now, reality tells me 2 persons using same movement, more likely both of them get cut up. This is the traditional Wing Chun style, butterfly knife and sword. That's why Wing Chun uses long and short weapon. When the enemy has short weapon, you're using long weapon. A lot of the movement there, as you see the Wing Chun movement, using hand movement like a hand attacking, they transfer them into the weapon. But onto the weapon for this to be used, you're getting the idea of illustrate the hand form. And then now you got a weapon attached into your body here, so you can able to move well to using it. Okay, stop that there. That's part of like called a butterfly knife chi sao. Instead of using hand, they're using a knife instead, controlling the force coming in hard and soft. See the classic what I told you about the Wing Chun side, hard and soft. You're using to moving your energy from your opponent there. When you get close, the weapon that can be used and use the elbow. And then you use a knife when you got a distance, because you need a distance to able to use in it. When they're closing up, that's when they use elbow, head, knee, and also using shoulder a lot as well. They're using the classic chain punch coming in. Idea is when you punch somebody once, they block, but they want to bam, 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 they can't block like this. So more than likely, if I do 20 punch, they're going to land on your face once. But you're going to use to block it, using either wing block or using packs out to block of this chain punch. Classic beauty, finger strike, attacking the eye, attacking the throat, attacking a vulnerable spot, emergency use. When you get to this level of beauty, you'll become very dangerous to your opponent. So you got to be very careful how you're using it. Instead of see, he feel now. Bruce Lee used a lot of 1-inch punch. Like that, boom, boom, boom. When you attack, you feel them first, then follow up on the second, and then you use your waist. But when you punch them, they are tense. Next movement, you hit them, they start, When they start to, then the next one, bang. Then you're forcing the energy past it. That's how you knock them out. Overall, for choreographers, very, very good. The way they do them, they showcase a very truthfully little bit of Wing Chun, how you use it on the scene. I give them about 8 to 9 out of 10. This is all Wing Chun movement. The movement on there that is coming in, attacking, defending. But is the Wing Chun movement here? Is it more traditional side? No. More Wing Chun, they adapt to fit into him, called Jeet Kune Do. That's why he uses a lot of high kick. What Bruce Lee believing in, what you take it used for, reject what is useless. So he very discard a lot of traditional stuff that no functional to him. That's another classic one. This is the thumb kill movement coming in on break. Boom, on break, coming in on break. So that's what it is. Soon as coming in, hand, breaking the arm, control, breaking the leg, side kick of the Wing Chun, low kick on there to hurting the joint, bigger to the lower leg there. Very classic, yeah? What he's trying to demonstration there is in the Wing Chun side, we fight in a close ring. We don't need space. But what Chuck Norris need space because he use a lot of kick. Bruce Lee, he don't need space. Now when he get close, he don't use any high kick now. He using low kick. I have to give this 10 out of 10 because he's my idol. This is more like Kali movement, then more like Wing Chun. But Wing Chun do that as well. You're using this called drill. This kind of drill is helping you to get the sensitivity. When you put that knife on the person, you see how much power they put into your arm, how you respond. People need to understand that drill is a drill. You need 1,000 repetitions to be able to respond. You need to drill that into your system. When something happens in real life, fight, you can't think. You either feel or see before it happens. So the whole idea of learning this is learn about feel, learn about see, where you place your hand, where you put your hand, how you put your hand, because all the knife and hand is very fast.
Good.
This one here is not really attack. This is really a drill. When somebody put a knife at you, two things you need to realize. If you're in a situation that you got nowhere to go, you have to make sure you're looking for weapon. Make sure you're surrounding something you can use to be able to defend that quickly. Think fast and looking for the exit to run, to get out of the way. Don't stay in front of it because you cannot defend it. Know yourself, know your enemy, know your ability, and know your surrounding. I probably give them a 5 out of 10. I like Nicolas Cage doing the movie, pretty serious, good actors. My favorite Wing Chun movie at all time is The Prodigal Son. We talk a lot into the history of Wing Chun, where they come from. Yin Bill doing the movement, apply them into the screen and making a screen for Wing Chun very beautiful the way it's done. And Sammo Hung, when he's using Wing Chun in a realistic life, head, elbow, everything. All the part of the body can apply into the Wing Chun to make the Wing Chun functional for him.